Good morning. It's Greg McIntyre, the Elder Law guy, here with the Elder Law Report. And I have my crew here with me this morning, my support team. I've got Hayden Soloway to my right.
Morning.
Milton's our engineer and our professional, making sure everything gets broadcast out on the airwaves. We got Taylor's here with us today. She made it out.
I did. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. And then we've got, or I like to call her Little Hayden. We got Little Hayden here today. And we have Billy Peeler.
Good morning.
With Lighthouse Senior Consulting Services, which is an awesome business organization that we're going to talk about today that helps seniors and their families be guided through the uncharted waters of finding the right place, finding what kind of the proper care is. What's the solution? Many people don't know. Well, Billy can help you with all that and has a ton of experience in the senior care industry.
Absolutely. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
and can't wait to get to that part of the show. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about some other stuff. So, hey.
Good morning.
Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend coming up. You got any big plans?
No, just remember and be respectful of the holiday and take it easy.
Taylor, what is Memorial Day all about?
Oh,
Hold on. No, you have to put me on the spot, Greg.
What is Memorial Day?
It's remembering the fallen veterans that served our country.
That is true. It is remembering those who have fallen serving our country. And, hey, so we can sit back and talk on the radio and speak freely and have freedom of speech and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to remember those men and women who have served and lost their lives or were injured defending those freedoms and our great way of life as Americans, right?
Yes.
And one way we do that is eat hot dogs with our families, right?
I love hot
You
dogs.
might display the American flag.
Display the American flag. Okay, so I'm gonna put that above eat hot dogs. We display the American flag, and last year we hung out at the house, my family and I did, and cooked hot dogs, and that was a lot of fun, and the kids loved it. So
Hot dogs you don't eat unless they're kosher.
yes, that's true. But yeah, so we'll hang out at the house and eat hot dogs, or maybe make it to a pool. I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Some people go out of town. People will be at the beach, right? All kind of things. So it's a great time to spend time with your family. That's the big thing, right?
Yeah.
So I hope everybody has a good time with their family out there this Memorial Day. And I'll tell you, as a veteran of the U.S. Navy, I love my brothers in arms and sisters in arms too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of females in the military, and have been throughout history, and regardless of the role. Appreciate those men and women out there who are serving as well. I'm a certified attorney through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, and we qualify seniors for Veterans Aid and Attendance, which married veterans could get up to approximately $34,000 to help pay for in-home assisted living or nursing home care if they ever need some help, even if a family member's doing the caring. So that's a great benefit that many veterans and their families don't know about, that we qualify veterans for on a regular basis. So if anyone out there needs to contact us regarding the show or anything we discussed on the show today, you can call us, okay? If you're listening in the, say, Charlotte to Tryon area, Lincoln, Cherryville, Rutherford County, you can call us at our 704 number, 704-343-6933. Or if you're, we're rebroadcast and love coming to the Hendersonville, Asheville area on Sundays at 1:30, you can reach us at our 828 number, 828-398-0181. And we're centrally located in Shelby, North Carolina at 123 West Marion Street. But we do see clients by appointment only, in-home, or in one of our meeting locations in Asheville or Charlotte. So anyway, if you need to contact us regarding the show, that's how you can get us, okay? And if you want to see the show and see what I look like, because I said I have a face made for radio, okay? And what Billy looks like, what Hayden looks like, and what what's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor looks like, then you can go on Facebook. And hey, you know what, Hayden? It's so easy to do to see us on Facebook Live. How do you do that?
Go to your website, mcelderlaw.com.
Nope.
No, on Facebook. McIntyre Elder Law.
The McIntyre Law Firm.
Close. So, Taylor. Okay, Taylor. Can you tell us how easy it is to watch us on Facebook
I'm on
Live?
everything.
You just go to the search bar right there on Facebook and you type in McIntyre Law Firm and it'll pop up on the page.
Okay. McIntyre Elder Law is the name of our
Oh, I'm
practice.
still wrong.
So
Don't
there you
feel
go.
bad.
Okay, so we're going to work on that. We're going to go back to the drawing board. You know, I'm just going to,
Thanks for supporting me there.
thanks, Susan, or whatever your name is. Okay.
That's a
No,
joke, but
you got a Facebook. Okay, let me clarify this. All right, it's clear as
All
mud.
right.
Yeah. You go to Facebook, and in the search bar, you type in McIntyre Elder Law, and you'll see our tree logo and McIntyre Elder Law there. And you go to the Facebook page, and you can just watch us live right there, or listen to us on the radio, which we're on right now, right? Okay, so
Or if you are friends, don't you post it on your Facebook?
Your original Facebook. Your main
Don't
Facebook.
you put it out on your Facebook feed?
so it's the live video is on our Facebook feed.
So we can
Absolutely.
like and share and all that stuff?
Yes, the live video is on our Facebook page, so if you go to the search bar, you'll find it there. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So, anyway,
Good job,
just
Hayden.
thanks. I hope everybody understood exactly how to do that. Okay, we're going to have Mark Zuckerberg come in here and teach us how to use Facebook. He's our guest next week,
I'm gonna
okay?
bring a few extra bags
Great,
of money.
Hayden, you just got us banned from Facebook. Okay, so it's time for Hayden's Happy Place, okay?
Okay.
Tell us something you know a little bit more about, and I know you're an expert on, lighthouses.
Expert, no. I do love lighthouses. I love, like hundreds and hundreds of other people love to photograph them.
Right.
And will go out of my way to photograph a lighthouse
Right.
if I'm anywhere.
Didn't you
near.
live in that lighthouse for a short period of time?
No,
No?
that rumor is false.
Okay.
Although there are people who have bought old lighthouses
Right.
first and live in them. No, but I spent a lot of time traveling by them. My favorite being Cape Lookout, this is a kind
that's-
of close replica of it. There's a place called the Cape Lookout Bight, and it's a circular kind of a piece of land, which is a harbor. And I had a real nice experience there, so that's one of my favorites. But
It's a pretty one.
everybody looks at the lighthouses in the gift stores and they think, oh, we've got 8 lighthouses. Well, no, there are about 19 and maybe more when you look at just some lights that are just utilitarian on a point. So it goes beyond the Hatteras and Cape Lookout and the ones that we see in the gift stores. And there's some interesting things about lighthouses. I know you told me something today. Why don't you tell me what you
In the
found
United
out?
States is the home of more lighthouses than any other country, and Cape Hatteras is the tallest lighthouse in North Carolina
That's a
Impressive.
fact.
at 196 feet.
And also, do any of you know which state has the most lighthouses? Want to take a guess?
Virginia.
Florida.
I was gonna say Florida.
Michigan.
Oh.
Really?
Think about the lakes.
Yeah.
All of the curvature of the land.
Sure.
They have 115 lighthouses in Michigan. That
Wow.
blew me away.
Wow.
And I'll tell you another interesting fact. Lighthouse keeping was one of the first United States government jobs that were made available to women.
I was gonna say that.
Yep. And there are still lighthouses in operation today, and they're still being used by the U.S. Coast Guard. You would think with the GPS and all of the technology we have that they would have, fallen out of use, but they do still use some of them. And whenever lighthouses are close together, they have different flash patterns, so the mariners can count the number of seconds it takes for a rotation and determine whether it's the Currituck Lighthouse or the whatever is near that.
Sure.
And from 1886 to 1902, the tallest lighthouse was active as a lighthouse. Anybody want to take a guess on that one, the tallest in the world?
Tallest lighthouse in the world?
It was at the time a lighthouse. It was a gift to us from France.
Oh, you're talking about the Statue of
Statue of
Liberty.
Liberty, it functioned as
I
a
knew- I knew
lighthouse.
that. I
I
knew that.
figured you would when I said that. The newest one is the Charleston Light on Sullivan's Island, which was completed in 1962, and it's unique because it's triangular. It's a tall lighthouse, but it's triangular.
Some modern
Yeah.
triangle.
And the oldest standing lighthouse in North Carolina, guiding ships since 1817, was Old Baldy on Bald Head Island.
Okay.
So I could give you some more, but that's just a start, and you could go on
Well,
your own
thank you
adventure
for
learning about
Our
lighthouses.
intros on lighthouses.
I love lighthouses.
Hey, you know what?
Oh.
When I was in the Navy, I was on an aircraft carrier, and I worked this the light. You know, the light that you flick on and off and communicate with other ships. And I saw this ship coming toward me, or this light coming toward me, and I said, you know, move. You know, we're an aircraft carrier, and we're coming towards you, right?
Yeah.
If you don't move, we're probably going to run over you. That's what I said in Morse code. And I got a response back. It said, we're a lighthouse. So you might want to correct course. So,
There's a long joke similar to that.
yeah, that's the short version.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
so
good.
anyway, okay. So, hey, Billy, how are you doing today?
Doing fantastic, Rick.
Yes.
How are you?
How might people find, do you know how to use, are you on Facebook?
We are on
Okay,
Facebook.
because apparently we have invented a new type of Facebook today.
All right.
It's actually
A new
on my
way to get
website.
there.
Well, with the way social media is going, hey, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. Hey, whatever.
We might invent something new.
I know.
Let's do it.
So what? So speaking of lighthouses,
Yes.
Billy Peeler with Lighthouse Senior Consulting Services. Man, Hayden, did you plan that? Talking about
Yes.
lighthouses?
Yes, I saw the
Well done,
business
Eddie.
card and I thought, I know a little bit about lighthouses and a few maybe pictures.
You are smart. So,
She is smart.
so Billy, you know we've known each other for a while,
Yes, sir.
haven't we?
Long time.
And you know what? And you've done we've done some breakfasts and lunches, and we've been in some networking groups,
Some seminars together.
seminars together. That's right. That's a while back.
Yes,
That's
sir.
when I first started, doing some seminars and things like
Absolutely.
that. That was right at the beginning. And you know, so you've been in the senior care world for quite a while.
Yeah.
And you worked for some assisted living facilities.
Yep. I work for Carolina Assisted Living, a great organization.
Sure.
So enjoyed what I do, and that's kind of set the platform for what I wanted to do with this company and what I wanted to provide.
Right.
The biggest issue was that I wanted to be able to help everyone, and not just feel like I have to cater to one individual facility, because that may not be best for everyone.
Right.
So I wanted to be able to do what I can to guide folks in the right direction for what's going to suit them the best.
Okay. And so you're someone they can trust
Absolutely.
to say, look, with the care, evaluate the care need. This might be a good fit for you. You know, this in-home service or this assisted living service or this skilled nursing care service, right?
Absolutely. We actually have 2 contracted nurses on staff who will go in and do a physical level assessment, a cognitive level assessment, and then an in-home assessment, because if someone wants to stay at home, we want them to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
We want to help them come up with a plan, but if that is not an option, then yes, we do have ways to where we can go in, do those assessments, of course, talk with the doctors, talk with the family to see what the ultimate goal is, and then help them provide a plan that way.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. I didn't know about the nurses. that you
Yep.
have.
We have 2 wonderful nurses that have been in nursing for, Lord, as long as I know. I know since I was born, because one of them is my mom. So
Oh.
that helps
You get
out
to
a
work
lot.
with your mom.
Well, every once in a while.
Yes.
Yes, but
Cool.
she is doing this to help us out, and so she is very knowledgeable, has been in that field for a long time, so worked for doctors' offices, hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, so she knows the ropes.
Well, I'm a huge fan of family businesses.
Absolutely.
Working with family. My wife does a lot of work to help us out. And you know her too. Don't
I
you
do
guys
know
go to high
Steph.
school together?
Yeah, we did. She's 1 year younger than me, but
Gotcha.
we hung out a lot, had some good times together.
She
so-
said you were a funny guy.
well, I don't know how to take that, but we'll
She
run
said
with
you
it.
were a fun and funny.
fun
yeah,
guy. Okay.
funny person. Yeah, funny guy. Yeah, like a fun guy. Like
Okay.
I don't know, not in a bad way.
I'll
Great
take
way.
that. I'll take
Ha,
that.
funny.
Okay.
Ha. Yeah, great man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always enjoyed Stephanie.
Yeah. Oh man, she's funny too.
Well, she's got to be a heck of a woman to put up with someone like yourself.
I mean-
who's always on the go.
That's true. To put up with me, who yes, number one, always on the go. Plus, I mean, I'm a handful, I'm sure. You know what I mean? I mean, you want to talk about like a ball of crazy ideas all the time. Pretty much that's my wife. So, and my wife helps me sift through those and just really.
That's what wives
she's
are
my lighthouse.
There you go.
There you go.
So women, it's great that was one of the first government jobs turned over to women, because they've been guiding men through rough waters
Many years.
for centuries, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, so she's definitely my rock and my lighthouse. But anyway, and I get the pleasure to work with her. So you get the pleasure to work with your mother. Now, just to bring in something totally outside of the box, your wife is a writer.
She is an author.
She's an author.
She is. Has 9 books out now.
9.
9. Yes.
Man, I gotta catch up. I got 2.
Well, I told her I was going to
Get
wait till
2.
the movies to come out until I.
Yeah. You dropped your first book. Yeah.
Yeah. So, her
I mean,
latest.
it's easier to ride her coattails.
And I told her she's my retirement plan. So.
Right.
There you go.
My retirement plan is our 6 kids. It's definitely my 6 kids. I'm just rolling the dice and seeing which one makes out the best, and then I'm moving in with that. Yep.
So it's a quick plug for my wife. Her newest release just came out. Worth the Ride. It's
Worth the
already.
ride. I saw
Worth
it come
the
out
Ride.
on Facebook. I saw the advertisement.
Her name is Casey Peeler. Amazon. She is already top seller for that book in her category. So please go support her as well.
So you can get the book on Amazon.
Amazon. There's paperbacks at Logos to Go in Shelby. So go by there and pick you up some.
Cool. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
What, is it fiction, nonfiction?
Yeah, it's fiction.
Fiction?
Yes.
Young contemporary romance, whatever that means. She
Young,
just,
young and
I don't think,
contemporary and
I don't know
romantic?
what romance is. So.
She just she writes about Billy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of her experiences.
There you go. I'm the inspiration. There again, the
On
light.
our
And
list.
then you're you're her lighthouse.
I like to read local authors whenever I can, so I'm going to tell her
Do
I'll
that.
be one of her
Yeah,
readers.
So
Check it out.
so you guys can go in home at Lighthouse
Mhm.
and evaluate a care need. And then what happens? I mean, what do you experience? What questions do you think the people listening now, or the families of seniors, in your experience, what questions do they have when someone has a care need?
Well, I think there's a couple of things there, Greg. Number one, when is the time
Right.
to make a move? And it's not always an easy transition or easy conversation to have with your family, with your loved one. So that's one way that we can come in and help scope out, have those conversations with your loved one, have conversations with the family, because you have some families who the primary caregiver is ready to do something, but then family that lives out of town, oh, mom's fine, or my loved one's fine, they don't need any help, you got it under control, but they don't see the everyday care that is involved and what a toll it takes on their family.
Right. Oh man, the familial caregivers. I want to say, about the time we did maybe that seminar several years ago, is really when it dawned on me, and I started doing real research on lifespan of family caregivers. It's really a lot of the time family caregivers will predecease the person they're caring for.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
And one thing that,
Why is that?
well, because you get so worn out.
Yeah.
I look at my mom who took care of my grandmother who had Alzheimer's.
Right.
And that was 6 years ago. And I'm just now getting my mom back to normal, back to her normal state because of all the time, the energy, the mental state of what she was in. So it takes definitely a toll on the whole person, not just one side of it, but everything inside of you it takes to care for a loved one.
The caregivers often putting aside their own needs to care for the
Absolutely.
other, which can include delaying checkups and putting off social activities that would have given them one of the things that you need for longevity, which is happiness and friends. So there are a lot of
You
reasons
talk
like
about that a lot.
Well, I am a caretaker.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have a brother and sister, and it is working out well for us. But we've got a dilemma coming up over a weekend when one wants to be gone for 4 days, so we're trying to put that together now. But it is, especially in situations where someone's had to quit a job, they're not drawing Social Security, they don't have any income, so quite often there's quality of life is declined.
But taking care of yourself is important too.
Absolutely.
Even as a caregiver.
Right.
But
You don't want to
think
want to
about
wind
it,
up
you
the
know.
same. And having
I
friends, you talk
understand.
about having friends, how that contributes to longevity.
Yes.
How are you going to get to the why and be a silver sneaker and have some friends and drink some coffee and stay in shape? If you don't, you got to take some time for yourself. And it doesn't mean that you don't love your husband or wife. You just got to take some time to take care of yourself.
Well, there are things like respite care available.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's very expensive,
Right.
but and sometimes if you have, if you qualify, you can go through Care Solutions, and they can authorize some money for a temporary respite, so that the family can have some time away. But
Sure.
you can call Care Solutions and find out about that, Billy, unless you know more than I do.
Well, I mean, respite is a great way to, number one, the family to get a break. And sometimes even the caregiver and the person they're taking care of just need to be separated for a little bit. I mean, because you get tired of each other. When you're the primary person in there every day, it takes a toll on both of you.
In talking about respite care, is that a good opportunity for someone who anticipates maybe having to go somewhere to go visit and see what the facility is really like on a day-to-day basis?
Hayden, I can't tell you how many folks I have moved into a community that just want to test it out, or not sure if this is going to be the right fit, and you go in, you do a 2-week respite to see how they will adjust. Now, I would say be careful with that, because the simple fact is there is a transition period when someone moves into a community, and a lot of times that transition is 2 to 3 weeks. So can you really get the full gist of how that person's going to adjust during that short amount of time? So I'd make sure it's worth your time before you do it. There's a lot of folks out there who would rather do, these assisted living communities are a month-by-month basis. So I would recommend, if you can do a month to let them adjust to see how they're going to really do, give them that instead of, let's try it 1 week and see how it goes. Because that whole week's going to be dedicated towards your loved one adjusting to the new move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is.
Let them settle in for a little bit.
Let them settle in. Let them get used to it. Let them get used to the socialization, the activity, and the structure of that facility. I talk about those 3 things all the time, and that's why I tell folks that are at home, going off subject just a little bit, but even though you have the ability to stay at home and take care of a loved one, really take into consideration, other than yourself and the caregiver, what other type of socialization is that person getting? What other type of activities are they doing? And what is the structure? Because that old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it.
You can take someone out of a care facility in many cases, if they don't require constant medical care, take them to a movie, you can take them to dinner. We take my father out to dinner at least twice a week when he goes through rehab, and he has to do that, it seems like about every 6 or 8 weeks he goes through a situation, and he has to be there for a couple of weeks, and so we try to get him out. We take him around to the rental house and check that out, and he went to the beach last weekend with my sister and brother.
See, that's what it's all about.
Got to, yeah.
As long as you're able to do that and you have the means to do that, then why can't that person stay at home as long as they can? But then there's some families who have to work, like we talked about just a little bit ago, and that's not a chance. And especially you think about Alzheimer's and dementia. How safe is it leaving someone at home by themselves while you're at work and they're at home alone?
Well, it's not.
Well, there are technology things. I've fallen and can't get up, and
Right.
and things like that, and the medication dispensers.
Yeah, and then now I saw a lot of folks are using baby monitors or the in-home camera systems to do that, which is a great thing. But still, I still want to focus on that socialization, activity, and structure, because that's going to be key, especially in Alzheimer's, to how they develop in the progression of the disease.
Well, just in my short and abbreviated experience, the things that matter the most, at least to my father, are the food and visitors.
Yep.
And I would say for some people, like a cousin that I have who needs to be in the facility, her parents died and she needs a little bit of guidance. The bingo and the activities like that. So you've got to find out what means the most to your
Yes, exactly.
parents. My father's not a joiner, but boy, he's there 10 minutes before lunchtime, and the meals matter. So I guess that can be a defining factor too.
Exactly right.
Well, I mean, just determining, families need help when they're in those situations, and there's really no one to call. So you're feeling a great need, right?
Absolutely.
So you're filling a gap or a void, if you will, in the senior care world, where you can be that guy, can be that lighthouse to get them where they need to go, right? And steer clear of bad situations where there might be a bad fit. Plus, I see clients on a regular basis who say, hey, they're full over here, where do we go, what do we do? Man, I mean, I'm going to say, call Billy.
That's right.
Call Billy because he's going to find you the right place where there's an open bed or an open room, okay? Or there's an in-home care solution, and say, and you kind of know a little bit about the whole piece, right? You can evaluate, hey, can you do private pay? Do we need to find a care benefit for you or something like that?
Well, and see, I think that's what sets us different from some of these other companies. I mean, you have a place for mom who's a free service, but really we promote that one-on-one, guiding you through the whole process instead of just finding you somewhere and say, here you go.
Right.
But there again, they only handle the private pay portion.
Sure.
I want to be able to help everyone. So if it is Medicaid, I want to be able to educate them on the facilities that accept Medicaid. And just as much as I do, the changes in Medicaid now, who bills for PCS, personal care services, who doesn't. And so what is going to be the right fit for you?
We routinely qualify families for Medicaid.
Right.
Regardless of asset situations, we'll find the right benefit, whether it be VA or Medicaid. Well, Billy, I appreciate you coming on the show today.
Yes, sir.
And we'd love to have you back at some point to follow up.
Okay.
Maybe in a couple months, right?
Sounds
and say, maybe we can do a part 2 on how seniors and their families can locate the right care facility.
Sounds great.
And right answer for their family.
In the meantime, if anyone needs to get in touch with me, our number is 704-473-6149. We are in the process of getting our website up and running because this just is the 3rd week that we're up and running. So that'll be going soon. And then also on Facebook, just Lighthouse Senior Consulting Services.
Well, maybe you can go just be on Facebook, and apparently we host that on our website. So there you go. So we'll figure out how that works. Abe's gonna kill me with her eyes right now. You guys log on to our Facebook page. I'm telling you, look at this green microphone Abe's using. It looks like something Perry Como or something uses in a Vegas concert. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Okay. Oh, that's Tom Jones. I was just seeing
Can you give me a Perry Como?
You tell me. Start me off. Okay. So
I'm not that old.
Start me off. All right. So thank you for being on the show today. Can you give out your number one more time?
Yes, it is 704-473-6149.
All right. And you know what? Hayden, what do we have coming up?
Okay. On May the 31st, we're going to have an exhibit at the Gaston County Senior Health Fair in Dallas. And next week's radio show is going to be in Hendersonville. We're going to be broadcasting from our Hendersonville station, and we're going to be interviewing a representative from the Council on Aging there. They handle all of the Medicare issues in the county and other things as well, so they're going to kind of tell us what to look for there.
I'm going to learn something on that one, all about Medicare. I can't wait for that one. So can't wait to see Hendersonville. Love Hendersonville. Enjoyed the last show we did there. So love our Hendersonville folks. So then what else do we have coming up?
On June the 6th, from 8:45 to 5, we're going to have a booth at the Caregivers Conference, Care for the Caregivers, and you can call them if you're interested in attending that at 828-201-5728.
That's in Morganton.
That's in Morganton, that's correct.
Coming to Morgantown.
That's right.
Morgantown. Well, thank you so much, guys. Hey, listen, thank you, Milton. Hey, I'll give you our, yes, hey.
I don't want to forget, on Monday, Lunch with a Veteran, Facebook Live, Greg McIntyre.
Oh, that's right.
Veteran
I am the featured veteran on Lunch with a Veteran, so I'm going to tell you all my secrets about
And Stephanie's
gallivanting like a pirate across the world on an aircraft carrier, okay? Which was a lot of fun. And my wife, Stephanie, is going to interview me. So.
And be sure and tell people something that I was surprised to learn, that the military is like a large town. If there's a job that's done in the civilian town, it's done in the Navy.
Yes,
So
it is.
being able to get experience.
Even radio shows.
Yeah, getting experience in the
Good
Navy.
morning,
anything.
Vietnam.
So that's a message that it took me a long time to understand.
Sure.
So tell them about that.
Thank you, Milton. If you want to play us out, stay tuned. See us next week. Go to Facebook to see our Lunch with a Veteran on Monday at noon. Peace and love. Happy Memorial Day. Thanks, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. That was fun. I was thinking about the whole time you were singing that, Mike. I was thinking about Tom Jones or somebody with the chord, you know. You know,
I know
I
Tom
would like
Jones.
I would like to do some
But he doesn't have
karaoke
any
one
of
of
mine,
these days
does
for
he?
that. Huh?
You got some pretty good vocals there, Greg. I was impressed.
Oh,
I was about to say
oh,
something.
I mean, come on.
It wasn't bad, but it would have been nice.
Okay.
Something being thrown in Tom Jones.
I don't know what you're saying. You got it.
You're not old enough.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Something being thrown at Tom Jones? Did you throw something at Tom Jones?
No, I've never been
Oh.
to Tom Jones.
Yes.
Like
What?
Elvis
Ladies
Presley,
used
you
to
know,
show.
with their police officer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. And I'll try to cut this off without hurting myself or my phone.